Everybody, just want to welcome you to week 15, module 15 for ME144 heat transfer. This is our final week and our final module of the semester. So within this module 15, you guys will be completing your peer reviews and your group project. Now, a couple items to note. There is no quiz 15 and there will not be a final exam either. So make sure to note this. This will be the last and final week of the semester with no final exam and no quiz 15. Now, what we will be turning in this week is your final group video presentation, and this will be due by May 11th, Tuesday, May 11th, at the end of the day. Now, a reminder, as always, we do have one last and final office hour on Monday from 9 to 10 a.m. If you're unable to make it during this time, just send me an email, a message, or a chat, and we can find a time that does work for you. And the TA will have office hours on Monday as well. With Tuesday being the last class, he won't have his Wednesday office hours, but you will have your Monday office hours with the TA from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. And this is contact info as well. And a reminder, he does all of the grading for this course. So if you have any grade-related questions to homeworks and exams, this would be a great opportunity to meet with him and ask those questions. So now as we wrap up our semester, we can take a look at our course schedule. So we can see we're down here in our module 15, week 15, where there's only one lecture left associated with this week here. That's going to be on May 11th through last day. And this is where you're going to be turning in your group project presentation submitted as a video through Blackboard. So you'll be turning those in, and I will post those up on Blackboard as well once they're submitted for the rest of the groups within the class to look through your video to see your presentation of how you went through your solution to the problem. So now I want to take a minute and go back through our group project and take a look at the milestones and due dates throughout the semester. So the beginning of March, this is where you formed your teams and you submitted a list of your team members as an assignment through Blackboard. Then at the end of April, this is where you submitted your team's unique problem that you guys had designed along with your solution to that problem as an assignment through Blackboard as well. And then the beginning of May, this is where we distributed that problem to the other teams in order for them to solve your group's problems. And then on May 6th, you submitted your solution to the other group's problems as an assignment through Blackboard. Now, the last two things are, one, you're going to grade the other group's solution to your problem and submit that through Blackboard. It's going to be a portion of your group project grade, along with your video presentation for your project through Blackboard, where you go through your problem and your solution to the problem in a video that's, again, going to be posted on Blackboard for everybody to look through for your final presentation. So let's take a look at the grading breakdown for this group project. So this is going to be broken into three different sections. The first section, which is 25% of the grade, is going to be the problem that you turned in through Blackboard along with your solution. So this will be graded as a Blackboard assignment, counting as 25% of the group project grade. Then the next 25% of the grade, this will be where you graded the other group's solution to your problem according to that 10-point scale. So whatever grade the other group assigned you to their problem, that's going to be 25% of the group project grade as well. Then the last bulk of this, the 50% of this grade, is going to be based upon the grading rubric that I have described and the presentation of your video solution of you going through your group's problem and your solution to the problems. Again, this is going to be 50% of the grade based upon that rubric that's posted up on Blackboard. So now I want to go back to the topic that we covered in the syllabus at the beginning of the semester here, and that's the grading for this class. So we can see one thing that we note if we look at the grading breakdown is that there is no final exam for this course. It's just going to be based upon 20% for your homework, 20% for each of the two midterm exams, 20% for this final project you'll be submitting, and 20% for these quizzes, the weekly quizzes that you guys submitted through Blackboard. Now, based upon this grade, you can see your letter grade breakdown based upon the following criteria over here for A+, A minus, B, B minus, all of those listed down through here. You can see the range for each of these to see where you fall based upon this grading criteria. So I just want to go over the teams again for these group projects. So there was 11 different teams for this group project, and I've listed here each of the team names along with the members. So if you have any questions related to your graded solution to a team's problems, please contact the members that created the problem for any of the grading, as they were the ones who went through and graded your solution based upon that 10-point criteria. So now for this video presentation that you're going to be turning in on Tuesday, May 11th, what I'm expecting you to do is go through your problem, talk about the statement, where the problem came from, read through that problem statement, and then go through your solution. As you're going through the solution, I'm expecting you to talk about the governing equations, your thought process of each step along the way, the math you use, what units you use, governing coordinate systems, all that information as you're going through step by step through your solution to the problem. How we'll be grading this, the rubric is posted on Blackboard, but here are the criteria that I'll be using. Do you include the problem statement? Do you go through that? Is there an initial diagram that you discussed in reference to? Is this an original problem you created and you didn't just copy this from the textbook? Does it cover topics covered within this course? So that's all for the problem itself. Then we get into the solution. Did you clearly label what you're doing each step along the way? Is everything neat and organized? Do you show all the governing equations and general equations? Do you explain your thought process at each step along the way of the problem? Do you clearly define what your coordinate system is and reference back with your sign convention? Do you draw any necessary diagrams? And do you use the correct units throughout the problem? So this is what your grade is going to be based upon for your video presentation. Now, if you go into Blackboard for this assignment, you'll see this is the rubric that we're using. So you can see each of those topics I just discussed on a previous slide and how I'm going to be grading this here. So there's going to be 4 different categories. Is it completely missing or wrong? Is it competent? Is it proficient? Is it perfect? And that's how I'm grading each one of these sections within the rubric for the grade for your presentation. So as I mentioned, this is Module 15, our final week, our final module of the semester. So this is going to be the end of the semester. And recall, there is no final exam. So this will be your final week of classes, of assignments, of homework. And this will be on Tuesday, May 11th is the last day of classes. And this is also when you're going to be submitting that group project and your video presentations. So thank you everyone very much for a great semester. And I hope that everyone has a great summer break.